Singapore ranks among the most sleep-deprived nations, with over half of its population sleeping less than 7 hours a night. This has fueled the rise of sleep tourism, but how can hotels tap into this trend? Here to tell us more about it are Dr. Guy Llewellyn from EHL and Andrea Ang, Asia Pacific Insights Director at Canvas 8. What data supports sleep tourism as a profitable trend in Singapore?
Singapore is certainly uniquely positioned to capitalize on sleep tourism, as the demand for restorative, high-value travel experiences are aligning with the global rise in wellness tourism. As humans, our relationship with sleep is evolving, and not for the better, unfortunately. So a global sleep study in 2024 shows that countries like Japan, the UK, New Zealand, and Australia are some of the top countries where people experience 3 or fewer nights of quality sleep per week. And closer to home in Singapore, a study by Sealy shows that at least 93% of Singaporeans aged 18 to 50 wake up unrested, and at least 86% of young consumers report serious sleep issues. So the sad reality is that sleep is shifting more from a basic necessity to a lifestyle upgrade, and sleep as a scarcity means sleep is now a luxury. As the experience economy is on the rise, sleep is increasingly an experiential offering. On one hand, there is a growing need for sleep hacks like blackout curtains, aromatherapy, or even sleepcations. On another hand, it's also all about indulgence. The global wellness tourism continues to grow at a rapid pace, and sleep will be the next frontier of wellness offering.
Well, besides actually people doing that, besides hotels actually creating these packages, and there's quite a few different ones that are doing it, they all have different names, but the concepts are all the same. They have specialized bedding to make sure that the sheet count and the quality is there. They have pillow menus, and nowadays, not just pillows for your head, but there's also hotels that are advertising pillows for your knees and for your ankles. A lot of them are now offering tea before bed or even warm milk. They're packaging it with different massages. And so we see a lot of different hotels across Singapore starting to create these very customized packages to try to entice people to do staycations and stay here. So we've seen a lot of them coming up recently that are doing these sorts of packages.
What strategies are Singapore hotels implementing to cater to guests seeking better sleep?
So a lot of hotels that we've seen across Singapore have started to offer different sorts of packages to try to entice people to come either into Singapore or for staycations within Singapore. Now, what we've seen is that they're trying to attract their whole body, whether that's through meditation, yoga, or even ordering or offering teas and baths before bed, trying to promote that digital detox of turning to actually promote reading before bed, just to try to calm the body and also just calm the senses by offering different audio, by looking at sleep mist for the pillows, that they're really trying to be a holistic, full body, full mind sorts of packages to promote really quality sleep, and not only to make you fall asleep, but also to help you wake up at the right time in the morning.
It's all about transformation of sleep into a luxury wellness experience. This often taps into more of a holistic approach, tapping into broader ritualistic and multisensory experiences. So, for example, Conrad Singapore offers a sleep-to-wake ritual that offers botanical tea, in-room sound baths, customizable pillows, and guided morning meditation to ensure their guests unwind holistically. Shangri-La Singapore, they offer a better sleep package, enhancing rest with a neck and back massage, aromatherapy amenities, and even curated in-room dining menu to improve sleep. Speaking of in-room dining, eating well is also a very important part of well-being. So guests sleep well, eat well, and also feel well. Como Metropolitan Singapore, they have a sleep hub device that emits low-frequency sound waves to promote better sleep. Earlier, I mentioned Shangri-La, so part of that better sleep package, they also offer a music for mindfulness program, blending ancient Chinese music with different kind of beats to leverage neuroscience to guide guests into relaxation. And then for a more affordable alternative, Kin Studio, which is a boutique hotel, partnered with Safe Space to provide guests with resources for emotional well-being.
And although this remains profitable both on the hotels and the people, what specific challenges do hotels face in keeping sleep tourism demand high?
The problem that hotels can face is to stay differentiated in the market where more and more hotels are offering sleep packages. So there's only so many different pillow menus, sleep mists, and teas that can be offered before everybody's offering really the same version of everything else. Secondly, hotels can actually find that in order to have these sleep packages, there actually could be some high costs involved. You have to ensure that rooms are soundproof. So how do you make sure, do you need more insulation? Do you need to put them on a special wing or a special floor? It does take some effort in order to make sure you have that. And of course, like people are concerned that this is more of a short-term, not fad or gimmick, because why would they spend, $1,400 for a weekend when they could look to say, well, I don't want to go somewhere just to sleep. I could stay home, buy some blackout curtains. Is it really worth me spending that much money just to try to get a quality night's sleep? So trying to convince people that it's worthwhile can be problematic.
We are already seeing a lot of competitive offerings from markets like Bali, from Thailand. In Thailand, for example, Raksa, a wellness retreat in Bangkok, they are poised to offer what they call the hottest integrative wellness retreat for biohackers. So it's not just about being able to tap into the growing demand for sleep tourism, it's also being able to create uniquely immersive or even science-backed experiences to stand out in a crowded market. Additionally, travelers' preferences will always be evolving, and keeping up with changing behaviors is really important. Priorities and destination choices are rather susceptible to fads and trends, and at the moment, we're seeing travelers increasingly seeking alternative or even less touristy destinations of choice. And this is corroborated by a study by Skyscanner that shows at least 27% of APAC travelers are opting for more off-the-beaten-path locations. So to remain competitive, Singapore's hotel sector must consider the impact of its destination on travelers' preferences.
Thank you so much for your time today, Dr. Guy and Andrea.
Thank you very much for having me. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you for listening in.
Once again, those were Dr. Guy Llewellyn, Assistant Professor at EHL Singapore, and Andrea Ang, Asia Pacific Insights Director at Canvas 8. For more news, visit sbr.com.sg.